Okay. All right. So, hi everybody and welcome. We're just going to briefly go around and introduce ourselves, just give our names, our occupation, where we live, and why we decided to join this community. I'll go ahead and kick it off. My name is Denise Martino. I live in Bergenfield, New Jersey. Previously, I used to be a social service professional. I worked for 20 years in the social services industry until I decided to become a full-time Beachbody coach. That's what I do now. At home, I work from home. I initially joined because I was 55 pounds overweight and I was deathly afraid to um, to get sick. I was afraid of diabetes. I was afraid of everything that runs in my family, high blood pressure, cholesterol, all kinds of stuff. And being that my daughter was also overweight at the time, it that was really my motivation. So that's why I decided to join and lose weight. And here I am, 8 years later. I just had an anniversary. I joined in 2010.
Woohoo! Happy anniversary!
I forgot I just had an anniversary. So
What month?
December.
Oh,
I joined.
one of the hardest months.
I joined December of 2010.
Mine was January 2014, I believe, or 2015, something like that.
Okay, so Lisa, you can go next.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Elisa, and I have been a coach since I said it since 2014, 5 years now. And I decided to join basically because I wanted to lose weight for my birthday. But then my family, I am Dominican, so Latina, and I have diabetes, high blood pressure, and all that in my family. And I lost my grandparents due to diabetes. I lost my grandmother due to the same. So it was kind of like a wake up call, and I decided, okay, it's time for me to take care of myself and be an example and not be the next one in my family to, if I can prevent it, then it's good for me and not be the next one in the family to have that. I didn't think I was gonna be here now, because my mentality was, like most people, I just need to lose a few pounds and I leave and that's it. But I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with the team and everybody else, and of what I have gained from Team Beachbody. And one of the things that I can recall, I think it was in April. I started in January. So in April, we got a little, it was just a few of us, a very small meeting at that Denise hosted. And that's when I met everybody in person. Well, the ones that live in New York, because majority of us live in another state. So that day kind of like woke up something in me. So I've been here since. I'm currently working just full time as a coach. Um, what else? What else can I say about myself? I live in New York. Um, my favorite trainer is Sean T. So as you can probably sense, I'm very excited to do Transform 20. And my favorite meal plan is the 2B mindset. I don't know, any questions, just ask.
Thank you, Lisa.
Mm.
Leah, do you want to go next?
Yes, I have to keep muting myself because there is a 2-year-old that's trying to take over. So I'm Leah. I am a full-time manager for a Medicare contractor. I do provider outreach and education. I work from home in Georgia. And I joined Elisa's group in July because I needed to lose like 10 pounds or so and look like I was not pregnant anymore. And I wanted to make myself a priority so that I could actually be halfway decent at taking care of these children and being a wife. And I lost way more than 10 pounds. And I just really enjoy the community and it keeps me motivated. So I became a coach about a month later, and now it's January. And I'm still trying to keep up with these kids.
But now you got the stamina to do so.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Leah. Okay, Wendy, do you want to go next?
Can I go next? I'm sorry, Wendy.
Oh, Gabby.
Hi,
You
can
go
I go
next.
next?
Sure.
I'm sorry. It's just that I have to go get my son, my 25-year-old son from his program. But
Okay.
my name is Gabriela Mendoza, and I grew up in Westchester, White Plains, and now I live in Brooklyn, and I work in Yonkers. So I spend a lot of time just sitting and driving. So in the last 3 years, I've gained about 25 pounds. Just devastating for me, and I can't seem to get on the ball. So Susan presented this program to me, and I did, I think, Shaun T Week and tried other programs, but lately I've been feeling sick and I've had other stressors going on. So I figured like this would be the time where I should start taking care of myself, because the longer I wait, I think the more I'll have more stomach issues. Diabetes runs in the family, hypertension, and also depression as well. You know, you're used to this is very difficult for me to get back on the ball, but I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm looking forward, and I'm pretty nervous about it as well, because I haven't really committed to anything in a long time. So that's
Well,
it.
welcome, Gabby.
Thank
And
you.
so this is your chance
I know.
to change that,
Yeah.
right? To make that commitment. So,
Yeah.
Gabby, I know you have to go, but if you want to like listen to us while you're driving, like you can do that.
All right.
We're gonna have some good stuff going on
I
here.
can record it, right? Is that it? And I can listen to you guys later?
I'm recording it as well, so either way, and then
Okay.
I'll share the link.
Okay.
Gabby, do you have any questions that you want to ask before you go that we can answer for you?
No, I can't think of anything right now.
Okay, all right. If anything,
All right.
let me
Yeah,
know.
I'll reach out if I think of something.
Okay.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Okay.
Nice to
Bye.
meet you.
You too.
All right.
Okay, Wendy, you want to go next?
Hi.
Hi.
First, I want to apologize if there's noise because she's up.
That's okay.
Hi, my name is Wendy. I'm an administrative assistant. I joined the program a while ago just because I wanted to stop going to the gym. And I found it easier for me to work out from home. But I never really did anything with it. I paid for the subscription and then just let it sit. And then a couple of months later, I got pregnant, and just now I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I really like so far what I've seen. I love the group. I love the food because that's my hardest part. The meals is really hard for me because I like food. So you guys all know all the fun stuff that we like to eat. But I'm motivated to get started and lose all this extra baby weight.
It's your time, Wendy. I'm excited to have you.
How old is your baby?
She's 1. I
Oh.
breastfed her for a year. So I wasn't watching what I was eating. I was just eating to maintain my milk production and then just let it slide from there.
Well, now is your chance.
Wendy's also a designer. Can I tell him that you're going to school for like designing? And she, aside from bags, do you design anything else? I thought that was cool.
I was just taking the one class, but it's mainly clothes. Mainly.
Oh, I think that's cool. So like when you hit it big, like we know you.
Yeah.
You can start designing stuff for us, right?
Thank you, Wendy. Okay, I'm not sure who this is with 646 area code because I see your pretty face, but I don't see your name.
That's Miguelina.
Miguelina?
Miguelina.
Oh, hi, Miguelina. How are you?
¿Cómo
estás?
estás? Muy bien, gracias. Honestamente, cuando entré tarde,
No,
porque estaba tratando de y no escuché todas las conversaciones de las demás personas.
ajá.
Me imagino que introduciéndose que estamos, ¿verdad?
Sí, eso es lo que estamos
Ok.
haciendo.
Sí, bueno, pues mi nombre es Miguelina Enrique, o Flérida Enríquez. Realmente me inscribí para participar en el programa que van a tener ahora. Hace como 3 años, 2, estuve participando en el otro programa que hacíamos
Ujú.
de 21 días, de 21 Day. Y me encantó, porque sí me funcionó, pero lo suspendí, pero sí siempre he estado usando la proteína. Y ahora me gustaría ingresar de nuevo. Trabajo con los niños en la de la escuela. Y nada, vamos a comenzar.
Qué bueno tenerte, Miguelina. Bienvenido.
Sí, ok.
Pues entonces, no sé si debo hablar Spanglish.
Yo creo que sí, porque no entiendo mucho.
Uh-oh.
Entiendo un poquito en inglés.
Ok, yo voy a también tratar de hacer lo mejor de hablar en español para que Miguelina entienda.
English and Spanish.
Gracias.
Wendy entiende el español, ¿verdad? Wendy, you speak Spanish.
Sí, yo hablo
Okay.
español.
Hi, Wendy.
Yeah.
But I feel like I express myself better in English. Elisa
I'm a
gonna
miss,
kill me.
I'm a miss anyway. So
Okay.
Cualquier cosa, Elisa me traduce.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share between Elisa and I, we're going to share 5 tips that are going to help you stay motivated because this is hard work, right? Elisa, you want to translate?
lo que vamos a hacer hoy es que vamos a hablar sobre cómo mantenernos motivados porque esto es una rutina un poco difícil y a veces uno se le va la motivación o no quiere hacer nada, no quiere preparar la comida y todo eso. Entonces vamos a hablar de cómo mantenernos y cómo nosotros también, right, Denise, you and I, how we have been consistent and motivated and we keep going. Vamos también a explicar cómo nosotros seguimos dándole para adelante.
Exactly. So I don't want to keep you guys too long because I know it's a weeknight and we got babies and we want to go to bed and we got eating to do. So we're going to share a few tips, and then at the end, if you guys have questions about anything, please let us know. That's going to be your time to ask us whatever you need to ask us. Leah and Susan, we're all coaches. We're part of the same team. We're all one big family. We've been doing this for some time. We've had ups and downs. We've seen it all. I've heard it all. We're not alone, okay? We're in this together. So don't be shy, okay?
Vamos a compartir todo lo que nos ha ayudado a nosotras, a mantenernos consistentes y motivadas. Todos somos parte del mismo equipo y cualquier pregunta que tengan al final, por favor, nos la pueden hacer.
Very good. Okay.
Can
Okay.
Because I didn't get
Yeah.
Sorry.
You what, honey?
I need to do my intro really quick before we get started.
Oh yeah, we didn't get Susan's intro because I was busy watching what you were eating, what you were cooking.
That's okay. So my name is Susan. I've been a coach for about 2.5 years. It's actually going to be 3 years this summer. I started this because I was also, I struggled with my weight pretty much my whole entire life. I lost weight, gained it back, lost weight, gained it back so many times. And I was just at a point in my life where I was tired of failing, tired of giving up, and I really wanted to just make it a lifestyle and do it the right way. And I had seen a friend of mine on social media sharing her journey, her amazing weight loss journey, and I decided to reach out to her to ask her more about her fitness group that she kept talking about. At that time I was about 200 pounds when I had reached out to her. So fast forward, I joined the community, the fitness community. I started with 21 Day Fix, which is one of our workouts. And I've done several programs since that time, and I like most of the other ladies, I fell in love with the community and the support, and realized that was what I was missing all along. And just being able to be part of something where you're being educated as far as what to eat and how to eat, and the meal plan and all of that stuff being laid out for you to guesswork for me. The nutrition part was always my biggest struggle. And like most of the ladies shared, I also, you know, I have diabetes, hypertension, and all of that stuff in my family as well. My grandparents passed away because of diabetes and heart disease, you know, so I also wanted to, you know, break the cycle and you know, stop that, hopefully stop that from happening to me, and also set a better example for my daughter. So yeah, that's basically it. Here I am.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Okay, so my tip number one is that I want the two of you, or everybody here, everybody who's listening, to make sure that you're very connected as to why this is important to you. Now, you heard a lot of us share that we started because of health problems, that we started because we were scared to develop some of that stuff that runs in our family. We wanted to set a good example for our kids. So I want us to really think about why, because, bye, good night, baby. I love you. Because we initially joined because we want to lose weight, of course. And that's a very good motivation, a very good reason to be a part of this. But there's usually something more to it, right? That goes beyond just the weight. So, hi, Levon. In a minute, maybe we can have her introduce herself. So I want you guys, and you just jumped on, we just kind of started, we introduced ourselves. I want you all to, I'm going to give you an assignment, okay? Miguelina, Wendy, and Levon, las tres.
I got it.
Tiene que escribir por qué es importante que te reunite a esto. Like, why is this important? And go deep with it. Like, go deep with it, because a lot of times I've had people come to me and say, wow, like, how do you stay motivated? Or you're so motivating, or we're not the motivators here. Like, yeah, we're going to inspire. Yes, we're going to support you. And we are here to push you as your coach. But the true motivation comes from you. Eso viene de ti, right? That's your true motivation. That's your drive. So when you're going through a hard time, because you're going to have a lot of bumps on the road, to really make this stick, because that's why we're having this call. We want to teach you what has helped us to really create a lifestyle change, right? So what's really going to help you make this stick is to always be connected to that deeper reason, okay? So that's your mini assignment, and please hand it over to your coach. Write it down, stick it on your refrigerator. Why is this important to you? Why is it important to lose 50 pounds? Why is it important for you to drop down those 2 or 3 pant sizes? What will your life look like a year from now when you achieve that goal? How will you feel? That's all part of that. That's your true motivation. How will you inspire your family? What will your family say? What will your kids say? Right? So that's number one. Okay, that's my number one tip. And then just quick, Levon, go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll jump over to Elisa. She's going to share tip number 2. Hi.
Hi. Hi, I'm Levon. I'm in the car, so sorry for the grating thing.
That's okay.
So I'm back doing it again. I was with Clarissa, who was with Denise, and so I've been grandfathered in, so I'm back to try to get started.
I inherited her.
Get on the right page, so I'm excited to be a part of it again.
Yay. And what do you do for a living, and why did you decide to come back?
So right now, I'm currently in school right now, studying to be a physician assistant. I left my job. When I was in school, I was living in the dorm, and I had lost weight initially with you and Clarissa before when we did 22-minute hard corps. I was 213 and I lost like 50 pounds. I got down to 167. And then I went into the dorm and that studying, and it just kind of like, went downhill from that point. So I'm just trying to build better habits while I'm still in school, so that way it can continue and I'm not on this kind of roller coaster yo-yo with my weight, because I did it and I kept it off for 2 years, and then we were doing good, and then school happened. So just trying to get back on track and get refocused. So.
Well, now you're back, so that's all that matters.
Yes.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Okay, Lisa will share tip number 2. Go for it, girl.
Okay, so tip number 2 is write down your goals and revisit your goals and track your results, then share them with others. La número 2, Miguelina, es que debemos de escribir nuestras metas y revisarla, right? Revisarla de vez en cuando y ver cómo vamos progresando. Luckily, with these programs that we are doing with either Transform 20 or To Be Mindset. I don't know which one everyone is following, but as for me, and I know that Miguelina, it's very good with the containers. I'm going to follow the To Be Mindset. So all of the plans have a tracker. So it's really important that we write everything down. I don't have mine with me right now, but it's really important that we write everything. So think about, like Denise was saying, think about why you started. And if whatever goal you have, is it to get lean? Is it to get tone? Is it to lose weight? Is it to improve your nutrition? Is it to feel better about yourself inside out? Whatever your goal is, write it down and go back to that when you feel lost, when you feel like, you know what, I'm not going to work out today. Or you know what, let me just stop by McDonald's and get those fries. Or you know what, I'm not going to meal prep. Go back and check that, what you wrote down, and see why that matters and see why that is important. Once you get attached to that, nothing is going to stop you. And also, it's really important to share with others, because the better you feel, you want your family to feel the same way. You want your friends to feel the same way. When you go to a movie, well, when you go to a good restaurant, you share that with others. I don't know if you've seen recently that movie on Netflix that everyone is sharing, like Bird Box. Everyone is like, the blindfolds and all that. So it's good to share something that works. So if you feel like this is working for you, feel free to share with others, and we can further along talk to you about that if you are interested. But one thing is that, guys, it's super important to stay committed and stay focused on why you started. When we approach our coach, we have a goal, and then we start learning about ourselves, and we start discovering other things that we can add to that initial goal. So stay committed to yourself, and know that if you cheat on one day, if you eat something, you're not cheating on us. You are cheating on yourself, like they say in school when you're doing homework or whatever. So I think that's my main share in writing your goals. I'm going to go a little bit in Spanish for Miguelina. Miguelina, lo más importante en este camino, en esta jornada que vamos a embarcar el lunes, es mantenernos fieles a la meta que cogemos. Por ejemplo, si la meta será comer mejor o estar saludables o bajar 10, 20, 40 libras, es importante que lo escribamos y vamos viendo cómo vamos cambiando, cómo va el tiempo. O sea, si hoy bajé tanta, cómo me voy sintiendo. Y el programa que vamos a hacer tiene un libro, usted lo va a recibir, y ahí usted puede ir escribiendo cómo se va sintiendo todos los días, cuáles son sus metas, si estuvo contenta, si está feliz, si cómo le fue, todo eso, porque vamos a encontrar dificultades en el camino, pero lo más importante es siempre mantenernos fieles al propósito primero, que es la meta que vamos a escribir, lo que queremos conseguir al final de las 6 semanas, que va a ser la meta inicial. Luego de las 6 semanas nos mudamos para otra cosa.
Okay, gracias.
And also what I want to add to that is, don't beat yourself up if, let's just say, you set a goal for yourself and you set like a date, because setting goals and setting dates to meet that goal, that's a good thing. But that doesn't mean that if you don't get there, that's it, you're going to give up, right? If you don't get there by that time. So don't be afraid to set that goal. And if that time comes and you're still not there, it's okay. You can still have that goal, just push it out a little bit, right?
Sí.
And don't be hard on yourself.
Yes. Ella dice que no seamos muy duros con nosotros, Miguelina. Si, por ejemplo, ponemos una meta y quizás no la llegamos a cumplir, que seamos, you know what, it's also being realistic, not setting crazy goals, because we're not going to lose 50 pounds in 6 weeks. So let's be real. Lo más importante también es ser realista en el tiempo, en lo que vamos a conseguir, y tomarlo día a día. Es lo más importante. Yo considero.
Es lo más importante.
Sí.
I think I kind of covered number 3. Don't be hard on yourself, right? Don't beat yourself up.
Miguelina likes the containers, though. She mastered the containers like a pro.
Nice. I think Wendy too. Wendy, you're using the containers. And then
Leah, you're using the containers too? Okay, I guess we are the only two Be Mindsetters, you and I, and Susan.
I think Levon's going to be doing T20 meal plan. Transform 20 meal plan is what she's going to be following.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, and it doesn't matter what meal plan you're following. I mean, you're going to be figuring out your body, figuring out what works. The number 3 tip is like not to be hard on yourself, okay? Because I want you to understand that you're not alone at this. Like you're not the only one that's going through, you know, the ups and the downs and the dips. And I got my period and I'm stressed and I gained 2 pounds and then I lost 2 pounds. Like that's going to happen, right? As long as you remain consistent and just keep moving forward. And during the process, learn about yourself. That's what this is about, is learning what your body responds to. And don't be hard on yourself if something comes up. Like, okay, so the consistent or the constant is that there's always going to be changes and obstacles in your life. That's never going to stop. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, there's always going to be something getting in your way, right? Whether it's family, whether it's your child is sick, you had a setback, something at work is whatever happens, whatever it is, you're going to have setbacks. There's going to be days that you're not going to be as strict, and maybe 2 or 3 days that something happened and you were like really off of your nutrition plan. I don't want you to be hard on yourself, okay, and beat yourself up. Yes, we want you to look at what you can do different moving forward, right? Because this is all about learning about yourself. You know, just learning. Be a student. Everybody here is a student. I'm a constant student. 8 years in, I'm still learning about myself. I still have setbacks. I've lost, I've gained, but for the most part, you know, I know what I need to do and I maintain as much as I can, right? Even if I gain a little bit and I drop it, like, so for the most part, I know my body. I know what it responds to. I know my body at 46 years old is not the same body I had at 40, right? I had to rediscover myself again because I'm 46 now, and I'm okay with that, right? So I want you all to be okay with that as well, and love your body where it's at now, okay? Don't be hard on yourself. Just tell yourself, you know, talk to yourself. Like, I'm going to use just Wendy as an example and say, hey, Wendy, you know, I'm rediscovering my body now that I just had a child, you know, because my body, you know, once you have a kid, sometimes it's a little different, or as you get a little older, it's, you know, your body responds to different things. So, be easy on yourself. Okay. And commend yourself for even being on this call, for getting started, for contacting your coach, for coming back. You know, Miguelina, the same situation, ¿verdad? Que te fuiste, entonces regresaste. So
Sí.
Commend yourself, okay? And be proud of yourselves that you're here right now. All right?
Pero yo seguir haciendo ejercicio, no, por lo menos motivada. Voy a clase de Zumba, hago esto, pero
bueno.
Sí. Yo he estado motivada y siempre he usado mi proteína, pero lo que he dejado realmente es de usar como la cantidad de la comida.
Ajá,
ahí sí, la nutrición, pero sí me gusta comer saludable, porque yo sé que eso es importante para nosotras. Ya tampoco soy de 50, ¿ok? Entonces, pero sí que para mí lo más importante ahora mismo es mi salud. Tener mejor salud, bajar un poco de peso y nada, estar bien, chévere.
Qué bueno.
Vamos a ver si vamos a mejorar. A bajar esta barriguita que he cogido ahora, comiendo bizcocho.
Sí, para la Navidad. So, Elisa, you want to take the next one?
Yeah, the next one is to make a commitment to yourself and don't break it. El segundo paso es, no el segundo, el cuarto, perdón, es hacer un compromiso con uno mismo y no romperlo y seguir el plan. And you know what, people, we have it easy because we have the community, we have the support, we're not doing this alone. So I feel, it's my experience, that it's easier to stay committed to something when we are doing it together. So we have a lot of tools to keep us committed and to keep us on track. and you have the calendar, so you can follow your plan. You have a grocery list that you can use and follow your plan. But I believe that the most important thing is that conversation that you're going to have in your mind, and you're going to say, okay, this is it. Enough with like Navidades, like all that pasteles that I ate, a lot of them, flan, all that is over. This is my time now. This is my time to focus. This is my time to be committed. And I'm going to give myself the best. I'm going to give this journey my best and get amazing results. Whatever your results might be, because what you're looking for might be different than what I'm looking for. So write it down too. I'm a big believer in pen and paper. So, but if you want to write it on your phone, write it on a post, whatever, and have that deep, honest conversation. Like Denise said before, write your goals, why you're gonna stay committed, and follow your plan. Please visit the program tools on demand, and you'll find the guide if you're vegan, if you are if you're not vegan, the regular plan, and all that information is there. We have amazing resources. There's a lot of recipes in the Team Beachbody blog, so there's no need to feel bored, or there's no need to only be eating chicken and salad and like lettuce all the time. There's a lot of things that we can do and to help us stay committed and stay motivated. So básicamente, doña Miguelina, vamos a escribir como otra vez. Yo soy muy creyente del papel y el lápiz, de escribir por qué estamos, por qué no vamos a comprometer, qué queremos lograr, y vamos a mantenernos fuertes en eso, a mantenernos concentrados en eso, y no vamos a romper el plan. Tenemos un calendario que vamos a seguir por 6 semanas. Entonces, cada día vamos a respetar ese calendario. Son 20 minutos o lo que sea el programa que cada quien esté siguiendo. Yo creo que todos vamos a empezar el mismo, right, Denise? We're all starting the same. Yeah. So, son 20 minutos. Cada ejercicio son 20 minutos. Entonces vamos a decir, ok, yo trabajo hoy de 7 a 10 de la noche, 7 de la mañana a 10 de la noche. Yo voy a me voy a levantar 20 minutos más temprano y voy a sacar ese tiempito para mí. Y ya está listo. Ok, mi trabajo hay mucha comida de tentación. Bueno, pues yo me voy a llevar mi comida, la preparo y no le pongo atención a eso, porque nada de eso me va a ayudar a mí en mi meta. Y cualquier cosa, seguir, ver siempre las recetas que están en los grupos o en On Demand también, que es algo nuevo. Cuando la otra vez que usted estuvo era los DVD. Ahora ya lo tenemos todo, que uno lo hace por internet. Entonces, sí. Ajá, yo le voy a mandar cómo se me había olvidado, perdón. Digo que usted lo compró hoy también.
Sí, fue hoy. Me va a llegar tarde a mi paquete.
Sí, pero
yo tengo la proteína, que es lo más importante, tú sabes, tengo la proteína aquí.
Ajá, yo le voy a enseñar cómo se entre para que lo vea todo, porque ahora todo es una computadora. Entonces, ahí hay varias recursos que nos van a ayudar. Está el plan, la lista de la comida, de todo ese tipo de cosas que uno también lo puede ayudar. So, lo más importante es mantenerse en la línea, como digo yo.
En la línea, sí.
Ya se acabó la Navidad.
Activo, sí. Okay, very good.
Activo.
But you know what I want to say about commitment? This is something, I don't know what I was listening to. Maybe it was Rachel Hollis. It was something I was listening to.
Oh, I love
and something stuck with me that she says that, you know, when, let's just say, you know, we make promises to our boss, we make commitments to our family, we make commitments to church, you know, whatever that is, outside sources, and we don't break those commitments, right? When you make a promise to somebody or a family member, whoever that is, we try our best not to break that commitment, right? So why is it that when we make a commitment to ourselves, it's easy for us to break that commitment? Right? You understand what that means? So like, let's not do that this time around, right? Let's make that commitment to ourselves. Decide that you...
Too fast.
Oh.
Miguelina ya dice que uno hace compromiso con el trabajo, con el marido, con los hijos, con el esposo.
He understands.
No
Okay.
¿Usted la entendió?
No, que tenemos que comprometernos uno mismo subestimamos lo que queremos. No
Sí,
tenemos. Esa es la
ajá.
idea,
You're
señor.
underestimating. She
Levante la
understands.
mano si se le va algo, ¿ok?
Está bien.
But do we agree? I mean, that sometimes it's easy for us to break that promise that we make to ourselves. So I want everybody here to decide right now. You're making a promise to yourself. You signed up. We don't just sell challenge packs here as coaches. We're not here to sell. My success, our coach's success, all of us here, what we want most of all is for you guys to reach whatever your goals are. That's my success, right? It's not selling you something. So you have to decide today. You made an investment. You're making an investment in yourself. You're making a commitment and a promise to yourself to start this program, to not give up, to keep going. It doesn't matter how long it takes you, and don't break that promise to yourself. Right? Yes? Raise your hand.
Yes. Yes.
¿Ella entendió, Miguelina, verdad? No
No romper la promesa que hoy
la promesa. Ajá.
Y seguir constante en lo que queremos.
I love it. So I think, is it just one, Elisa, do we have, oh, was that my part? I'm confused. I do number 5? You, me. Together. Oh, she's on mute. We already kind of talked about number 5. Number 5.
Oh, sorry.
It's just to connect. It's just to make sure that you're connected to the community. Who's the community? You're looking at us. We're part of it. Okay. This is a very, and Lavon will attest to this because she was in my groups, and, so she was part of this, and it helped her a lot. And a lot of us here, don't take it. What am I trying to say? I want you guys to value it. Mm-hmm. Like, this is special, ladies. Like, we have something very special because you're not alone. I don't care what you're going through. Trust me on this. I've helped hundreds of women. So has Susan, Elisa, Leah's fairly new. We've helped so many people. And I'm going to share with you right now that us women are more alike than not. Mm-hmm. We go through more of similar struggles than what we think. Because sometimes you feel like, oh, it's just me, and you feel alone. No, that's you isolating yourself, okay? That's your choice. And I want you guys, as of today, to recognize that you're part of something. I know that sometimes we don't like to post, and I know I have a few girls that are not on now, but they're like, oh, I'm shy, and I speak to them, and I'm like, come on, and I understand that, but just think about it. I mean, think about the fact that this community is, at least for me personally, and I know for a lot of us here, this is what always brings me back, is the fact that I have you guys, mm-hmm. right? So even when I feel like I don't want, like, trust me, and you guys already know, my dad passed away last week, many days that I didn't want to, I've been eating horribly, like, I'm confessing, and I didn't want to work out, and I just want to be in bed crying, but I show up because I know that you guys are here. I know that there's people on my social media that are looking forward to what I have to say, and they look up to what I'm saying. And you guys keep me going because I love going into the group. I love to see what you guys are eating. I love to see Susan. So I'm like, maybe I should make some zoodles, I want you guys to get a feel for that and take advantage of it. Right. Because you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay. So this is what makes this particular, weight loss program different from others, is that even though you're not going to the gym, and I know even the gym can be like lonely, right? This is like better. Like, you can log into a group and see a bunch of people with sweaty pics, and that motivates me. And I'm like, damn, I got to get my workout. And look at this girl. I look at, the girls, and they're looking all nice. And I'm like, damn, I got to lose 5 pounds that I just gained. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my motivation. And if you guys give it a chance and be consistent and show up every day and get into the group and comment on other people's posts, and feel free to share something. Like, I know Wendy's kind of breaking out a little bit. She just started to post, so what you have to offer can also help somebody else without you even realizing it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I welcome it. I look forward to it. I want to see what you guys are doing and what you're cooking and what you're eating. And don't feel shy. Don't feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And if you get some feedback, that's cool. Like, that's what we're here for. Like, the girls give me feedback. I give them feedback. Like, I want different ideas of recipes. And so don't feel like shy or ashamed or embarrassed or anything like that, okay? So just wanted to share that. That's kind of number 5, like our 5 top tips to help you stay motivated and to really, because we want to think lifestyle. We want to think this is not a diet. This is not temporary. We're not going to just lose 20 pounds and then be done. You know, we're going to continue, whether it's with us in our community or you decide to do something else to continue with your fitness. That's going to be completely up to you. We want you to stay with us forever, but you know, that doesn't always happen. But what I'm saying is that you have to think long-term. I don't want you to think that this is something that's short-term. And when Elisa mentioned following the plan, right now, and I'm going to keep it real deal, and maybe you want to translate this, real deal Holyfield, is that sticking to a plan is what's going to help you create that that consistency or that longevity. You understand? Sticking to a plan. I know we're not used to it. We're not used to following meal plans. We're not used to following calendars and all that good stuff. But once you make a commitment that you're going to stick to it, give yourself 30 to 60 days, right? Trust me on this, it'll stick. And if you fall, you come back to the community. Just like Lavon did. You come back. And I commend you for that because life happens. Stuff happens. But what matters is that you're here now. So now moving forward, just tell yourself, you know what, whatever it takes, I'm going to make this stick.
Ella dice, Miguelina, que lo importante es que nos mantengamos otra vez con lo del plan, porque I already forgot.
Miguelina me entendió, ¿verdad? Más o menos.
En una parte, más o menos.
Ella dice que nos mantengamos en el plan y nos mantengamos en eso, y que le demos por lo menos 30 días, porque después que uno lo logra eso, ya tú sabes, lo puede hacer para una vida entera, para la longevidad, para que tenga más éxito siempre. Que a nosotros nos encantaría que se quedaran con nosotros siempre, pero que a veces la gente se va y que los recibimos con brazos abiertos otra vez y que nosotros queremos que cada quien se vaya con sus metas ya realizadas y que puedas implementar esos hábitos con su familia o con quienes quiera. What else is it that you said?
Con la comunidad, ya digo.
Y eso es que te quede, que esté conectada a la comunidad, que es nosotros.
Sí.
Eso es muy importante.
She's good at that.
Yeah.
She was good at that, posting and keeping the recipes and all that. Pero lo importante es seguir su calendario y seguir su plan y enfocarse en eso.
Queremos. Entonces, esto va a llevar el mismo plan de antes con las porciones de comida, la proteína y esos ejercicios. La diferencia es que ahora es digital y los ejercicios son más fuertes.
Sí, pero los ejercicios son diferentes también. No vamos a hacer con Autumn ni 21 Day Fix. Ahora vamos a hacer 20 minutos con Shantique. Se llama Transformación.
Sí. Yo vi algo, sí. Son más fuertes.
Sí, son un poquito intensos, pero hay modificador. Oh, that's another part.
Bien.
That's another part, ladies. If you feel like you can keep up with the workouts, there's always a modifier that you can follow. So don't give up.
With all the workouts, because Wendy's not doing Transform 20, but any workout that you choose on Beachbody On Demand has a modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't feel like you gotta do 75 push-ups in one shot. You have to take it, on your own pace. Doña Miguelina, no se preocupe que tiene una modificadora y usted sigue la modificadora y él es intenso y usted como se inscribió como coach va a tener acceso al grupo que el entrenador va a hacer. Entonces, en esta semana o como usted lo compró hoy, ya por ejemplo mañana pasado, chequee su correo electrónico a ver si le llega la invitación, va a llegar de Beachbody y le va a dar la indicación para entrar en ese grupo. Va a ser en inglés, pero usted se puede beneficiar mucho de eso también. Ya, yo creo que era eso.
So does anybody have questions? You're welcome, Miguelina.
A la orden.
Ladies, you have questions?
No, I'm good. Excited to start.
Levon, are you already in his group?
I am in the group.
In Shanti's group? Uh-oh. She froze.
The other girls post, so I think that's the main group. I think
You,
that's
you signed up as a coach.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Oh. If anything, I'll message her. Oh, there she goes. So, Levon, being that you signed up as a coach, you have access to Shanti's group aside from ours. You received an email. Check your email.
Okay, so I have to just double check and see and to make sure. And if not, I'll just maybe message you later if I can figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy. Like they sent you an email and it's going to give you instructions as to how to sign up, like how to enter his group on Facebook. So aside from the group that we're running, you're also part of his group where you're going to get him live. So you should totally access him. Like he's awesome.
Make sure I'm into that.
No,
I will. I'll double check once I get to the house.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So if no one has any questions or anything. Look at Wendy. Yeah, I can just see Wendy's face. I know that you got a 1-year-old. Whoever has little kids, I can tell. She's like, I'm done.
I take all your babies. One day.
She's playing me with her notebook. I'm gonna get lessons so I can do my workout.
I was just telling Leah to get her babies on a schedule. 8 o'clock bedtime.
She was there. Wasn't she there?
Yeah, she's still up.
Oh boy.
The 6-year-old is asleep, but this one is just still up. I don't know. Because I have to lay with her for her to go to sleep. So
man.
Oh.
I remember that. No, I'm good.
We're gonna try to earlier because we also are like beat up by this time.
Oh, okay. So
thank you so much for showing up, everyone, and don't feel alone. Don't isolate yourself. And if any questions, we're always happy to help.
We're all family.
No se sientan solas, no se alejen. Y cualquier pregunta estamos dispuestos a ayudar.
Gracias.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you for your